Hey Al, what's up? So today we're gonna check out Norah Jones, Don't Know Why. Yeah, let's just listen to it. Actually hung out with Jesse Harris, great dude, the guy who wrote the song. Awesome guy. Alright. Okay. Before diving, please subscribe and click the like button. Thank you. 1 second. So we're in B flat. It's cool because it's just like B flat major, 5 of 4. So basically leading to the 4, going to the 4. And I was expecting it to be 4 minor, but instead of that, it's doing the 5 of 6, D7. But we still get this motion from this G to G flat. So actually I was kind of convinced that this is how it goes, like a very vague far memory of the song, but I thought it's like 4 2 5 2, like 5 of 4 going to 4 minor, but it's actually, which it makes sense, but I just didn't remember that at all. And then basically G minor, C7, and sort of like or maybe like C minor for a second, 2-5, or like F sus F7. So let's, and the melody, it's so good. I really like this song. It's beautiful. I don't know, I have to actually learn the song. So yeah, it's beautiful, and how it lays down with the chords. It's like I guess let me hear it again to make sure that I'm actually lining the melody correctly. I'm starting from the top just to have It's cool. It's like articulating the basically a B flat major 7, and then it hits actually the D on the E flat, and then the D7. You can play this kind of C minor, or yeah, that's what I did. I think he also did this kind of like F sus 9 or something. Cool.
Left you by the house of fun.
So much love there.
I don't know why I didn't come. Don't know why I didn't come.
I wanna just explain why I was saying so much love. I feel like there's just so much intention. I guess for me, the word love is intention, or attention, if you will. So like basically everything we give attention to, we give some love to. I have a funny story. I remember I did this recording in Jersey for a couple of days, and I went to this diner. I was kind of taking myself out in the morning to have like a nice breakfast. I was super broke at that point, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna treat myself to a diner. It was the worst diner experience I ever had. And I was thinking, I was really, it made me sad when I eat food is really bad, and I just get a little sad. And again, it was like, maybe it was $10 or something, but I was like, I literally couldn't finish it, and I was like, I didn't have a lot of money, so for me it was like a big deal to not eat what I bought. So I remember thinking about it, I was like, wow, this cook that was making the food didn't care at all. There's like no attention, no love, you know. And so the food was really bad. Just like, it's pretty simple, right? But this, for example, right, it's like, it's painful, but there's so much love and so much care for every little detail, and the sound, and how she's articulating it, and how the band sounds. So for me, this is already really, really cool. So I hope you feel it as well.
When I saw catching teardrops in my hands. My heart is drenched in wine.
F, G minor,
You'll be
C7, sort of like kind of F. Bang. Come on, yes.
I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down the road. My heart is drenched in wine.
G minor again. This is like the B section, I guess. See? Ooh, I created a couple of free mini lessons for you to just check out. If you want, it's yours. Free. It's here. Such a great vibe. Boom. Just what you need.
Something
It's nice because nothing really happened, like a little instrumental, she was playing a little solo, but I don't know, it just feels really good. The time is great, the intention, you know, the love, like this attention to this, what needs to happen, so specific. So, you know, the bass just sounds great, but it's not overplaying. The drums just kind of like, everybody's trying to support the mission of the music and the intention. So yeah, it's beautiful to me. Yeah.
has to make you run. I don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. I don't know.
No bass even now.
I didn't come.
Yes, sorry.
Don't know why.
It's a little soft here.
I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come.
All right, so I want to just understand what was happening there harmonically, because I think, again, this is something that I want to talk about because I think the awareness helps us hear it, and then we can start tagging the information and hear it in different places. So, for example, if I were to learn this song, I would try to know the melody. I would try to also learn the lyrics, because I think it's cool to know lyrics and melody, can kind of glue them together. And harmonically, I would try to not just memorize the names of the chords, if you will, which I used to do, right? When I started playing guitar and stuff, I was like, oh, it's F going to G going to C, and then D, and it didn't really make sense. It was just kind of letters, and I don't know if you feel the same. But once I started paying attention to the relationship, saying like, oh, okay, we're in a key of C, and it's 4-5-1, for example, F, G, C. So it's really easy. I can understand the sound, and then it makes way more sense. And in this case, if we understand the key center, B flat, and then we say, oh, it's going to the 5 of 4, secondary dominant leading to the 4, and we see this idea of secondary dominant a lot in a lot of songs and music. 4 and then D7, again, secondary dominant. What is D7 doing in B flat? Well, it's kind of creating more tension to this G minor, leading us to the 6th degree. Why is this the 6th? B flat, A, G, or G, A, B flat, right? Whatever you want to think about it. So G minor is the 6th. So again, 1, 5 of 4, 4, 5 of 6, 6. Then C7 is the 5 of 5, this sequence of tension, and then this kind of C minor, F, leading back. And one time they actually resolve, right? So the first A, or verse, if you want to think about it, like the second time they kind of resolve it, and then you go to this G minor of the B section. So again, just to hear it, I'm gonna take it from the top, and let's listen with this awareness of the structure harmonically, so we can say like, it's 1, 5 of 4, and really listening. I think the more we do it, the more we tag it, the easier it gets, and then the next song you do is like, well, it's the 4, right? Cool. All right. And also it's just so beautiful. She looks happy. It's good. Everybody looks happy there, actually.
I waited till
5, 4,
I saw the
4,
sun.
5 of 6.
Don't know why
5, 5.
I didn't come. Left you by.
Just guitar and voice,
so far.
right? I guess the band will come in soon.
I don't know why I didn't come.
She's not playing yet.
Don't know why
Okay, do
I
5.
didn't come. When
Piano
I
sing.
saw the break of day,
D7.
I wish that I could fly away. Instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my
Now we're going to the B section. I guess Ben is coming in.
My heart is strange.
That was something weird there for a second. I don't know if they made a mistake or just.
But you'll be
C7, 5 of 5. Basically, this kind of. Okay, now they're in
out across the
4,
endless sea.
5 of 6, 6,
I would
5 of
die
5.
in ecstasy. But I'll be a bag of bones, driving down the road. My heart
B
is
section.
drenched in wine. You'll be on my mind
Nothing happens, but everything happens. It's cool. I like that. Down.
Something has to make you run.
Changing them a little bit.
Don't know why I didn't come. Feel as empty.
I feel like she means it. She really like.
I don't know why I didn't come. Don't know why.
Just looping that like ending.
I don't know why I didn't come.
Yeah, I guess that's it for the song. Well, I hope this makes sense to you musically as well, to see these chords and kind of tag them, and the power of this is huge. So I would just recommend doing it. And again, the reason I can listen to some of these songs and sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it's quicker, and understanding the chord is exactly that. I'm trying to keep this process of tagging, and this also kind of like opens this whole discussion about ear training, right? So I would say ear training is a very crucial tool in our bag of tools, because by working on ear training and checking it out, we can do these actions of understanding music better. And I know whether you play guitar, you're piano player, vocalist, understanding the sounds as much as we can and being kind of sensitive to them and tagging them, basically saying like, oh, this is this is a C major 7, right? It's just like, this is the color, this is the sound of it. It's really helpful, because then we can hear it, we can relate, and of course we can write with these things, so we have more understanding of the color template or palette, if you will, that we're utilizing. Cool. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you very soon. Peace out.